wrap up the minor premiership here today with as little as 1 point in their final round-robin clash. They sit top of the table, and all that's going to stop them is one hell of a performance from Toulon. Hello everyone and welcome along to Cool Flakes Group, your home of Rugby Challenge 3 and the subscriber series, the Global Rugby Challenge, where you guys take the field against the world elite and try and prove your worth on the rugby globe. Today we have the Flakers up against Toulon in the two sides' final appearance of the round-robin series. The Flakers sit top of the table currently and have a 5-point lead over the team yet to play, the Guardians of the Crib. A win or even a point here today will be enough to secure that minor premiership finish. That is what they're going for here today, the number one spot, and that'll see them have a week off regardless of result here today as well. 1 and 2 will be the worst they can do. Their recent performances have been pretty special as well. Second half blitz against the All Flakes, seeing them come up and go with a 2-win, 1-loss record against other subscriber sides. 28-21, they took those All Flakes down. They have all to play for here today though. Top of the table for the defending champions is exactly what they'll want. Their starting team for today is as follows. A new look front row with Peter Matthews, James Hudson and David Allen. Into the second row, John Joseph is new to the lineup, returning to partner Ryan Webb. The back row with Connor Nicholson on the blind side, Francois Valentine on the open, and Jack O'Sullivan at number 8. Luke Bendel will start and kick from scrum half with Jack McCalmont at fly half, and in the midfield, Manuel Valera and captain Pierre Valentine will start one out at outside centre. Jim Aligino moves to the left wing with Thomas Barkley swapping across to the right, and Joshua Barrett starting at fullback for the Flakers. Well, recent form has been pretty torrid for Toulon. The last couple of times we saw them, they've gone down in a pretty big heap. The Guardians took them to the cleaner last round, and they're hoping for a little bit more if they can here in their final matchup. They did push the Guardians a bit, but lack of ability to finish off the chances they have created was what they have to put that loss down to. We've seen this team many times this season, and even recently we know that a side with Nonu and Barcedo in midfield is going to be a danger. Tuisova, Mitchell, O'Connor, that is the back three in the centre pairing. It is extremely dangerous. Their pack as well, full of experience, full of power, and full of speed. Smith, Vermeulen, Kruger, Tuifufunua, Corrado, Van der Merwe, they're all there. The big names, the experienced names, internationals all over the place. These guys are good, but are they good enough to knock off the defending champs who are looking to go one better ×2? The game looks ready to get underway. It'll be Toulon playing in the red and black, and the Flakers, of course, in the straight yellow. Home strip for today's matchup. Toulon kickoff. James O'Connor going high and straight down the throat and offload beautifully to Valentine. And instantly into the action we go with the Flakers having early possession. It's there for Bendel as he looks left and right. Goes to McCalmont, who opens it up for Pierre Valentine. Now he's up behind them very early on. Steps past O'Connor, and it could be first try to Pierre Valentine. What a start for the Flakers. They put their name on the scoreboard first. That was too easy. Far, far too easy down the blind side. You've got to defend those channels better than that. McCalmont's away to Pierre Valentine, who really had too much speed for Vermeulen, but it was the defensive effort from James O'Connor at the back that was woeful. Took out the one fast defender there in Mitchell. After that, it was one-on-one with a poorly playing O'Connor. And Valentine, we know he's got enough speed to get away from the most. And with that winger on the floor, Mitchell, there was no one to stop him from that. So in the absence of normal goal kickers, Luke Bendel will have the shots from the tee here today. Right out in front with the left boot as well. You'd expect he should have no troubles with this one early on. Almost boots to match as well from Luke Bendel as he kicks into the side screen, and the lead is 7-0. Early on here, the Flakers looking like they're going to put an authoritative mark on that number one spot. Well, James O'Connor, he's been a bit guilty here of, well, conceding that try, really. I'm putting the blame fully on him. Valentine did well, but O'Connor's defence was woeful. And the kickoff is left, goes into touch, and the referee says, O'Connor, that's your fault as well. Let's be fair to the poor old hack, the former Wallaby. Let's give him another chance. I disagree with that ruling. We'll give him another kickoff, and high it goes. This time he goes deep to the 22. Valera away to McCalmont. Already got one try assist to his name, looking for a second and loses the ball. It's there, Tillersport firing out wide till he's over. One-on-one with Alicino. Well played, Jim Alicino turns it over and runs away from everyone. A little chip on the top, and the wind carries it into touch. Jim Alicino electric off the turnover. Only 11 minutes into the game, and Garrado with the first throw for Toulon. Inside the Flakers half, and he goes to the front. Kruger pulls down very quickly. Bello to Nonu. Nonu kicks, which is a bit of a bizarre thing to do on this point of the match. Has gone into the end goal and goes dead. Tuisova was right there, but the ball beat them all into the end goal and over the line. Disappointing play from Ma'a Nonu. And almost surprisingly, the Flakers, Captain Alicino, has opted to go. Oh, is it Alicino or Valentine the captain here today? Not quite 100% sure. The two of them swapping over as the season's gone on. But a deep kick here. A great kick too from Bendel as they quickly come wide. Defend from Mitchell. Beautiful pass inside to Garrado. Taken down. It took about 4 defenders. What a run from Toulon. Garrado and Mitchell on top of things there. Bello away to Bastido. Outside to Van der Merwe, who can't get away. Should have really popped that pass a little sooner. Bello once more goes to Garrado, who dummies and shows, but it is Barkley who takes him to ground quickly. Here's a pick and go. To it for Fanua. Goes away to Tillersport. It's a nice kick away, and Jimmy Gino is back there. He'll turn on this. Looking to go down the sideline. Great tackle as well. Ali Gino looked for Nicholson, but he was already in touch. 21 gone, and a chance for a reply here for Toulon if they want it. Flakers compress their line out. Toulon go to the back, and it's nicely done for Willivon. Now they quickly fire it wide. So many numbers here. Barkley's got about 6 players to defend, but Mitchell will outpace him to the corner. And the first try for the visitors. An instant reply almost. And it's 7-5. Nothing back for the Flakers. It has been all Toulon since they scored. Mitchell out wide. This was a great move from the line out. What about that pass? Straight up, straight down, and straight out wide. Too fast from Mitchell. And Thomas Barkley, he had no chance of getting that. Look at Tillersport. He watched that with absolute envy. Barkley come forward to try close it up, but he was put out for pace. And Mitchell showing that he's still got a little bit of running in those boots. Well, what's a comeback that is, considering the way they were playing in the starting early stages, Toulon. They've really turned the corner. Here's James O'Connor. That's a great kick. Superb work from the fullback, and the Australian connection combines the first try to Toulon. And it is 7-7. Wow, the Flakers dominated the first 15 or so minutes of this game with near nothing from Toulon. Now the comeback has been strong. Here is Jack McCalmont going very high into the wind. Plenty yellow jumpers there. But Garrado pulls that in.
Release.
And again, it's Toulon with the ball. Tillersport, he's knocked that on. And Ryan Webb gets it back. Barkley changes direction away. It goes to Jack O'Sullivan. Flying straight through. Advantage is over. John Joseph, he just gets away. The big lanky log has about the speed of a tank. And he trundles in for the second try to the Flakers. Tuisova looked too scared to tackle him. Great ball out to Jack O'Sullivan. He takes out O'Connor. Great ball to Tuisova. Completely in circles there. And Bastido right next to him. Those two guys were just a bit like, I don't want to tackle this big lump. Great run from John Joseph. Superb. Plenty of quick men outside him. But how about that? John Joseph outrunning Tuisova, Ma'anonu and Bastero. Quite remarkable from the big man from Georgia. Luke Bendel, a bit of a tough kick this because the wind is coming from his back, so it's going to push it away from where he's kicking to. It's a fairly handy spot though, so not too much chance for the ball to have any effect from the wind. It is 14-7. The Flakers regain the lead. And the minimum result they require here is just a point, remember. That is all they need. So score a couple more tries and then lead the field for all it really matters. That's all they need to do. Big chase across here from Nicholson, and a try scorer Joseph grabs it. Hudson knocks it on and kicked away from Toulon for Valera. Picks up the pass. And a bit of a messy stanza there by the Flakers. Oh, there was a punishing hit there on Hudson.
Crouch. Bind.
So straight away a chance here for Toulon to strike back before half-time. It's 14-7. Oh, the Flakers put in a big hit there. They could turn this over. What have Toulon got to reply? It seems like nothing. The ball, is it there? Bendel's got it. No, O'Sullivan goes with it. Oh, big shot there on O'Sullivan. And the red jumpers are over the top of it. Jack O'Sullivan tried to do something special and he got stopped in his tracks. Turnover ball to Toulon. And a good chase there on Smith. Turnover from Hudson. Well, he was the one that lost it originally. And he's got it straight back to Valentine. Away to Matthews. Keeps it alive to John Joseph. He wants another one, does the big lock. And they'll get in and they'll charge on the back of the big second rower. Good support there from O'Sullivan. Francois Valentine, Colin Nicholson, all the big fellas there. Look at this runaway here. Oh, from the big loose end prop. It's all the big men doing the job at the moment. Peter Matthews, a rare little scamper from him. Here's O'Sullivan. That's terrible. And Nonu's picked that up. Loose ball on the floor. Tillesport. Away it goes to Kluger. Somehow squirts it out, and Bello has kicked this away. Finds empty field. But it goes back to Barrett, who beats one. Looks to beat a second. Valentine does well. Intercept ball. Could be another try. It'll be Mitchell for two. Oh, mistake from the Flakers. And Toulon will capitalise. Intercept try. Drew Mitchell has a double. Tried to get a bit fancy there. Popped it back to Barrett, who hit it at speed. Beats one. Goes into the second. Great take from Valentine, but the pass was well off the mark as he looked out wide for Brother Pierre. And that combination has proved very good most of the time, but this one come unstuck. And Drew Mitchell, we've seen in his first try, there's a lot of wheels. Credit to Manuel Valera, he gave it a chase. But Mitchell far too quick there for the inside centre. Could be a tied ball game at half time. Toulon 12, Flakers 14. Here's the conversion attempt, same spot as the first, and another pearler from James O'Connor, who is coming more and more into this game as it wears on. Half-time will sound. It is 14-14. The two teams will head to these beautiful, luxurious facilities for the half-time break. 14 all is a score, possession, dead even territory, only a couple of percent out. These two sides are going to have one hell of a second half as well. Both teams have 4 line breaks. That is resulting in 2 tries apiece from both of these sides. It has been a great match so far. The Flakers hitting out early, but Toulon fighting back right to the end. Of course, being in the top 6, Toulon, they've got that chance of being in the preliminary finals as well. So they've got something to fight for along with the Crusaders. But as a tied ball game like this is enough for the Flakers to get that top spot. But they will definitely want more than that as they head into the playoffs. A week off is what's awaiting them. They will not want to leave a week off stewing on a draw or a loss. That is the last thing they'll want to do. They've got a big 40 minutes to come with the Toulon chasing them hard. Back to halfway comes Mr. McCalmont. And the wind really is just pushing across field, so neither side really has an advantage of the breeze, as that's a great kick And Luke Bendel has pulled it in, but Nonu has said, get out. And it's saying it's in touch from the kick. Wow, that is interesting, isn't it? Because Bendel actually took that ball in and got smashed from Nonu. 14 all the score. Guerrero to the back, stolen. It's there. Valera running hard on the line. Manuel Valera! Great run from the inside centre. Bendel, fast recycling ball. O'Sullivan throws it out the back door. And here we go again. Toulon. Dane Vermeulen. Maybe he should have hung on to that. Drew Mitchell, he had a lot of space there. Tillis Board fires it out wide for Kruger. Here we go, another chance for Guerrero. Trying to find Tuisova, couldn't get it to him. And we've gone 40 metres upfield without too much effort from the visiting side. Bello is wrapped up. A good tackle there from Bendel. There, Vermeulen had a lot of running to do there. Guerrero goes out wide, and now it's another chance here for the French clubbers. It's kicked away from Bello. He didn't really want to play on that. Oh, Barrett's in a bit of strife here. He's in real strife. Bendel's the only one there, and he hangs on for them as well. He goes to Francois Valentine, and he has got no option but to hammer this away. Good chase coming in from Hudson, who misses his man, and opens up again for Nonu. Puts a little grabber through. Valentine is there, Valera is there as well. It's a desperate pass by Matthews. Ali Gino back to Francois Valentine. He is in everything at the moment. Ryan Webb. Webb breaks him in half. Goes back deep to, Pierre Valentine, and Tuisova has absolutely wiped him out. And you got to say, that is a smart penalty from Tuisova, because the Flakers, well, they were gone. They had so many numbers there. All it needed was wheels with open space, and they were gone. 55 minutes in now. 14 all is still the score. Hudson to the front, and Bendel away to McElmont. McElmont looking inside. Oh, he was there. Looking for the inside ball to Nicholson. Now, speaking of Nicholson, he's on defence, and a good tackle to Nonu. Shrinks through one. Oh, Ali Gino hit him hard, but Nonu got the kick away. And it's going deep down in towards the try line area. And Barkley needs buddies. Barkley's lost the ball. Toulon could score. This could be a game-changing moment here. The All Flakes are all but guaranteed top spot. Now they look like they might struggle to hold on to it. The Guardians, Mason could go from 4th to 1st if the Flakers do not pick up a point. Forward pass has been called against Bastarov. As he popped it back to Olivon.
Crouch. Bind.
Scrum feed. Flakers in a world of trouble at the moment. Bendel puts it in. Oh, that's a very good hit there. And Jack O'Sullivan goes to short side, finds Thomas Barkley. Here we go, we've got some wheels now for the Flakers. Barkley hammers us forward. It's a fun race. Barstow to the sport. O'Connor, and cross comes Tuisova. They're all there, but it's pulled in beautifully. And away goes Barstow. Gets away from a tackle and kicks deep down to Jimeli Gino. He's beaten one brilliantly as well. He's got advantage. He puts a little grabber. It's Ali Gino to regather. Oh, he kicked it twice. It could be the chance. Jimeli Gino's beaten to the ball. James O'Connor. Moments of brilliance changed this game. We've had many, but the game is still tied up. Matthews has got the ball loosely. Jimeli Gino again. He is trying to be the one who breaks us open. McElmont, Valera, away to Webb. Webb is all alone though. He finds finally Pierre Valentine away to Thomas Barkley. It's 1-0. Barkley inside. Oh, that's a high shot. He was going towards support, and in from the side, a big shoulder charge from the Toulon loose head prop. And Sinatava is going to the bin for 10 minutes. And look at this from the Flakers. Plenty of experience out there. We've had players like Luke Bendel have been captain. Of course, Valentine. Both Valentine's been captain as well. So they've all come together, and they've decided Jimmy Gino, another one who has captained this team. that this is the best option. This could win them the game. Man in the bin for the last 10. Luke Bendel for the shot at goal. And he nails it. Cool and calm. No Owen Richards. Doesn't matter. The Flakers have depth. 17-14. Toulon went within 10 of the Guardians just last round. Now looks like they might do some damage here against the Flakers. It's Pierre Valentine. A little chip on the top. The chase is coming in with Nonu. They're going to beat them all though. And it goes just into ground. James O'Connor pulls. Oh, Garado is hammered. That is a meaty hit. Remember, they are a man down. They've lost their loose head prop. Oh, James O'Connor. He slides straight through.
Release.
Scrum would be interesting, wouldn't it? Who would put in there? It's a run from Kruger. He looked to offload, but he was smashed. There's just seconds, I should say, remaining. A try here would be a win for the visiting side. Manonu goes out wide to his over. Shows the dummy, and he's pulled down, hammered. Absolutely hammered. How is that not a turnover? Still there for O'Connor. Goes deep. Norbello's been smashed. He's in touch. Surely, yes, it's all over. Villas full time. The Flakers weren't pushed, but they take 4 points, and they are the top finishing side in the regular season. One game still to play. The Guardians can only hope for second now. Toulon, almost the team that delivered the ultimate gift, with the Flakers too good right at the bitter end. What a match! Unbelievable game from Toulon. The Flakers have been smashing everyone left, right and centre. Toulon's come to town, and boy oh boy, they have put in one heck of a display. 17-14, the yellow card to Toulon late in the second half, and that has resulted in that penalty to Luke Bendel that has ultimately decided this game. Joseph and Valentine, there's Pierre Valentine and John Joseph with the tries. Luke Bendel 2 out of 2 from conversions and 1 out of 1 penalty goals. That was the big difference maker. Toulon 2 tries for Mitchell and 2 conversions for O'Connor. Stats, wow, look at this. Possession 50-50 split. Throughout the full 80 minutes, neither side got an edge. A little edge going to the Flakers for territory, 57-43. A lot of kicking, a lot of breaking of the line, a lot of intercepts, a lot of opportunities and chances, and a lot of errors and a lot of poor plays as well from both sides. The yellow card was the big difference. Those bottom 2 rows, they sum up this game. Yellow card Toulon, penalty goal Flakers. They now go top and stay top for the regular season. They are the minor premiers of the Global Rugby Challenge. One game remains of the regular season of the Global Rugby Challenge. The Guardians of the Crib up against the Scarlets, but there is one team that has cemented their place in history. The Cornflakers, 11 games, 10 wins, 1 loss. That is all they suffered, and you know the ironic thing, they suffered it to the new team in the league, the Celtic Dragons, who sit second after losing to the All Flakes. It is a logjam there, and the worst thing that could possibly happen is if the Guardians win their last game and don't get a bonus point. They too will go to 42. That will be just a cluster of second place sides that I'd imagine will be separated by points differential. Who will get the home, well, the week off and then the home semi-final? Who knows? The Dragons could, the Guardians could. We only know that the way it stands right now that the All Flakes cannot. Quite remarkable. The Guardians could go to second. The All Flakes could win 2 of their subscriber clashes, yet finish 4th. What a season it has been. Absolutely phenomenal season. They're up against the Scarlets here in the final game, the Guardians, and they sit down on 15 points, won their last game. Their season completely over. And see that as the last game of the season. So the best they could do is 9th. The worst they could do is 9th. There's no change to this ladder down here. It's all at the top where the action will be happening. Guardians of the Crib versus Scarlets. Now, there's quarterfinals will be, what? 3rd versus 6th and 4th versus 5th is how I expect it to go. We will find out next episode. But for today, that is how she stands. The Flakers are the only team who will ever get 9 wins as well. The Dragons missed that chance, and the All Flakes, well, they drew with Clermont. What idiots. That has been done and dusted for today, as per usual. Thank you everyone for tuning in and watching. Hope you're enjoying the series. If you do enjoy it, don't forget to hit that thumbs up and, of course, subscribe, because we are getting to the real good part of the season that you do not want to miss. So smash that subscribe button and stick around here on the crib. But until next time, thank you everyone for coming along, and we'll see you all for the big game, the Guardians versus the Scarlets, next episode. Until then, take care.